So finally, I get to talk about this monster of an album by Lunatic Soul entitled The World Under Unsun. It came out on October 31st via Inside Out Music, and I've been listening to this for a while. I had every intention of uploading a review for this a week or two prior to the release time, but every time I went to sit down to make this review, I would think to myself, I want to give it another listen. And not because I wanted to confirm or, I had questions about the album at all. I just wanted to listen to the album instead of talking about the album. So, now, if you're unfamiliar with Lunatic Soul, it is the brainchild and solo project of Riverside frontman Marius Duda. And this is the 8th and final album to this concept story, which involves the main character traveling through the afterlife. I'm not going to go deep into, technicalities on this album or talk about songs, because I feel with music like this, that does it an injustice. It's not about that. In a weird way, and if Mario has happened to see this review, I don't want him to get the wrong impression or get the wrong idea about what I'm about to say, but this is almost music in some way you don't want to share it. It's like, I want it to be hugely successful. I want him to make money, and and he should, because this is an amazing album. But it's an inside journey. It almost feels, even to the listener, it feels almost too vulnerable to share, because this music it's an inward journey. Like, you listen to this, and it is the type of music where if you go deep enough, you actually can find little bits of yourself that you forgot about. You can reclaim those, you can reclaim things that you forgot you even had just by going so far deep into yourself through this music. It creates this otherworldly feel that puts you in this dream trance-like state, and it is tremendous. I recently saw an interview with the front man here, and he said that making Lunatic Soul music was therapy to him. And speaking from the standpoint of someone who has dealt with clinical depression for basically my whole life, I would agree on a listener level. This is absolute therapy. So it's a double album. It's 90 minutes basically of music. And the 90 minutes you won't get back, but the 90 minutes you will not want to get back. It's 90 minutes that will keep repaying you for a lifetime. It is that amazing. I may be going overboard here a little bit, but on a personal level, to me, it is so... it's therapy, man. You could buy every format of this album, and you're not going to come anywhere near, if you had to pay for an hour of therapy, I would listen to this for 90 minutes and get the same, more than that hour of therapy. Not to say that therapy is bad. It's good. I don't do it. I should, but don't want to get sidetracked. This is... Yeah, and I'm not going to talk, this isn't the kind of music I feel you talk about it academically, because you miss it. This is like I said before, this is inside music. This is the type of, it's not what you put on at a party, it's not that thing. You don't even sit around with friends, I don't think, and really jam this type of thing. You might show somebody, be like, this is kind of cool. Well, this is really cool, but you don't sit around and listen with other people, because it's such a personal experience. At least for me it is. And I could not recommend this album highly enough. I mean, this is beautiful sorrowful, emotional, deep, varied. I mean, everything. If you know the band, if you know their music, this has everything you would want from it wrapped up in this 90-minute package. And like I said before, it's a concept story, but I don't think it's the type of concept that you could sit down and read all the lyrics for all the albums and completely understand it. Because there's one album that's completely instrumental. So the music speaks a lot to the story. And I think a lot of the story, like I said, it involves the main character traveling through afterlife, but I think most of it, I think the true bits to the story are maybe that you have to kill the ego to fully live. And how difficult that is to do, and almost impossible to do. And I think this is like spiritual sonic art. It's beautiful, meditative, and like I said before, if you are any way inclined to this sort of a thing, it has heavy moments. So I'm not saying it's just all Enya or something, but it's just so deep. Yeah, I love it so much. So yeah, do yourself a favor and purchase this. Support artists like this who are making real, true art, true music. Nothing fake. There's no bullshit. This is just as real as it gets. So yeah, Lunatic Soul, The World Under Unsun, not unsung. I mumble and I don't pronunciate well enough, so you know. There you go, but it's Unsun. And terrific experience. Just a life-affirming and soul-affirming experience. I'm done. I can't say any more about this. Speaking words it doesn't do music like this justice. It's feeling. That's where you get this type of music. That's where this comes into fruition. I suck at speaking, man. Anyway, whatever. You know what I mean. This is amazing. Check it out. You're going to love it. Guaranteed. Lunatic Soul. Yeah, that's where it's at. Bye.